Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Quantum Body Awakening Show with Deepal Shah. I am so excited to be here. Last week, I'm sorry I missed you guys, but I was doing my Ayurvedic detox, which I love so much, and always encourage each and every one of you to at least give it a try. So anyway, I was busy with that, doing some self-care for myself, and I encourage you to do that. So I want to welcome everyone here. Hello, Catherine. Good to see you. And anyone else that is joining us, please do say hello. I am very excited to be here today on this beautiful Tuesday. And so we're going to talk about the number 108. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this number, 108. You may have heard it in angel numbers, you may have heard it in astrology, you may have heard it in energy healing, you may have heard it from the Buddhist monk. The reason I'm laughing is because I used to go see this Buddhist monk when I wasn't working, and I was between discovering my awakening and leaving my job in pharmaceuticals. And so I used to go listen to this Buddhist monk every Tuesday, and I used to just love it. But anyway, the number 108 is very, very powerful, and so we're going to kind of go over that today. But I want to say thank you to all of you who are joining me here today on this beautiful Tuesday. I am excited to be here. Please do share this with all your friends and family and invite them too, because this is really important. And I want to share with you how powerful today's topic is. And if you've heard of 108, please do share with me. If you have, say yes. Hello, Harold. How are you? Good to see you here. Let's see. All right. So what we're going to start out with is, as usual, I love to create that space of safety and create that sacred space for us. So let's go ahead and light our beautiful incense today. The incense for today is actually jasmine. Just like my beautiful jasmine that's sitting right next to me. I'll share jasmine with you guys in a little bit if you haven't seen jasmine. But let's go ahead and create our sacred space today. And I hope you guys can hear me and see me. If you can't, please do say something. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me very well. All right, so let's go ahead. Oops, I didn't want that to go out, but it did. There we go. I just love seeing that beautiful light. Yeah. Inviting our guides and inviting whomever you believe in, whoever is your guide. It doesn't matter if it's a God. It doesn't matter if it's an ascended master. It doesn't matter if it's a loved one who passed. It doesn't matter if they're living. Whomever you wish to guide you through life is your guide. So invite them here to be with us today. Beautiful. All right. I'm just going to put this right in the incense holder. There we go. So for those of you who are joining, do say hello. And I see Harold says, chant Shreem, please, 108 times. So we're going to be talking about all of that. But let me introduce myself. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Deepal Shah, and I am an author, teacher, and energy healing practitioner. I help thousands of people around the world with their health problems, and I love working with them. And I know that it's sometimes difficult to find your passion and purpose in life, and I'm so happy that I have found mine. And one of my love of my life and passion has become this beautiful Jasmine of mine. Come here, baby. She's trying to take a nap. Say hello, everybody. Oh, she just wants to sleep. I guess she's just tired. Aw. She just spends all her time with me and joins me in healings. And she's here today with us too to talk about 108 and the power of 108, and also talk about mala beads. Okay. And I'm just going to put her down because she's going to go for her nap, which is something she loves to do, right? Rest, very important. Resting. We don't realize the power of resting as well. But we'll talk about that on another time. But today I've got my mala bead on, and I just love wearing my malas. And I see Isha is saying hello from India. Hello, Isha. She is one of my students. Good to see you here. All right, so please do share this post out with everybody out there. Please do yourself a favor and share this information with your friends and family and whomever else you wish to share with, and invite them here today, okay? All right, so let's see. The significance of 108. So in numerology, 108 equals 9, right? 8 plus 0 plus 1. It symbolizes universal love. It symbolizes eternity and awakening. In Ayurveda, there are 108 sacred points in the body. Okay? In astronomy, the distance between the sun and the earth is 108 times the diameter of the sun. And the diameter of the sun is 108 times the diameter of the earth. What's interesting is that the distance between the earth and the moon is 108 times the diameter of the moon. Not only that, but the universe is made up of 108 elements according to ancient texts. Even the current periodic table of elements claims a few more than 108. Now, 108, it is yoga's sacred number. In yoga, the number 108 refers to spiritual completion. That's why japa malas or mala beads are composed of 108 beads. That's why pranayam, which is a set of different breathing techniques, is often completed in cycles of 108. And if you ever do or perform sun salutations, it is a round of 12 postures, totaling 108. So sun salutations are even performed in 9 rounds. So 9 times 12 is 108. So if you're not doing sun salutation 9 times, you're not completing the 108. You know, I know in yoga classes and other places, they only do them about 2 to 3 times. But actually 9 times, you're completing 108. Now, other places where 108 is so powerful and so significant, which I was astonished by, and I'm just going to look here. Catherine says she is adorable. Hi, Jasmine. Oh, thanks. Wow, that can't all be coincidence. Wake up at 1:08 a.m. a lot of nights. Wow, yeah, Catherine. So it's good. I'm seeing that you guys are already noticing 108 around you, but you have no idea why you're seeing that number. right? So let me read to you as to why else you might be seeing that number. And I just want to say hello to Naveen, who's joining us as well. So hello, Naveen. All right. So what's interesting is Lord Buddha's footprint is imprinted with 108 auspicious illustrations. In Islam, the number 108 refers to God. In the Bible, the words firstborn is used 108 times. The word in truth and to forgive are used 108 times in the new revised standard version of the Bible. The Hindu deities have 108 names. I mean, my goodness, we cannot get away from that number, right? Because it is so powerful. And not only that, but in India, it is said to have 108 sacred sites. So this is so cool when I looked at it within the body too. Okay, so I'm looking at it from the outside as to why 108 is just so powerful and beautiful, and how significant it is, but also within our body. Okay, there are 108 energy lines, or as we call in Ayurveda, it's called nadis. And you might even hear me say nadis in one-on-one sessions when I'm clearing your nadis, because they get blocked too. There's also 108 pressure points that acupuncturists use, okay? And this 108, it's interesting because it's even used for prehistoric monuments. So the Stonehenge is 108 feet in diameter. Now, 108 is the number known to be referring as spiritual completion. All these areas where I just shared with you, where 108 is so significant, it is all about spiritual completion. It represents the whole of existence. There's also said to be 108 types of meditation, which I thought was amazing. 108 types of meditations. So some say there's even 108 paths to God. In India, we have these traditional dance performances, and if you've ever seen those beautiful, it's called Kathak or Bharatnatyam. And within this dance performance, it's the dance of Shiva. Okay, the dances that Shiva used to perform. That's where these traditional dances came from in India. Now, it is 108 dance forms. So even in dance, even in art, we're bringing in the number 108. Now, if you ever looked up the angel number to see what the angels are trying to tell you, your guardian angels are sending you angel numbers 108 to answer the questions that have been running in your mind for some time. It means that your prayers and requests have been heard by the divine realm, and they will be made manifest in your life soon. So Catherine, you may be seeing that you're waking up at 1:08 a.m. because maybe there's something going through your mind. And you're also saying that 1 represents beginning, 0 represents completion, yes, and 8 represents infinity. So to me, it would mean we are complete from start to finish through infinity, yes. And Isha says there's 108 mudras. Thank you, Isha. Yes, there are 108 mudras. So you will start noticing 108 everywhere you go now, because now that I've pointed it out and the significance of it, guys, the power of it. So let me tell you this story because I never knew exactly how this made a difference in my life. But as in the Hindu tradition, as I was growing up in our household, my mom used to make us pray. And when we were praying, we would use mala beads, okay? And they looked just like the one that I have on, okay? Some of them were like made out of rudhraksha seeds, okay? Rudhraksha is a very, very highly powerful, profound, amazing energy of the heart space and spiritual ascension. So these rudhraksha beads are just amazing. I actually, when I went to Hawaii, I missed seeing the rudhraksha trees. They had amazing, like a forest of rudhraksha seeds where they were growing these. And so there were trees and trees. And unfortunately, I had to get on a flight and didn't get to see it. But I think it would have been just amazing to see these beautiful seeds just growing from the earth and just really feeling their energy. And maybe you could feel their energy right through here, you know, but they are just beautiful and very powerful. And you may see people just wearing them around their neck like I am, you know, as a fashion thing or as a spiritual ascension thing. You know, so you could use these around your yoga mats, you could use them in meditation, you could use them around your computer, just anything and everywhere. You know, I see people wearing them as bracelets, but of course you're not getting the 108 if you're wearing them as bracelets unless you're tying them multiple times around your wrist. But mala beads have 108 beads, and I used to complete 108 times. I used to chant a mantra, and that was my prayer. That was my time. I didn't really realize what this was doing to me, but it was actually calming down my nervous system and bringing more focus, right? So, you know, malas are used for meditation. They're used as a tool. And they're also used as, like, I guess it's just like the rosary. I used to do the rosary in private school when I used to go to Catholic school for 8 years. And we would do the rosary. We would chant. And we would do a prayer sometimes. So the same thing with mala beads. Okay, you could do whatever you wish to chant 108 times. And it doesn't matter the length of time that it takes. What matters is that you do it 108 times. And I remember, oh my gosh, when we were little, I would cheat, right? So I would be like, you know, just saying whatever I needed to say and go as fast as I could. Because I was young, I didn't know any better. I didn't know the impact of chanting or why I was using mala beads, except that, hey, mom said you need to use the mala beads, you know. But it's so important to understand why. Why should I use a tool that I'm given, right? And so that way I could really put my intention into it and my focus and my heart, right? That's the point of doing anything in your life, okay? So all the tools you guys have, all the spiritual tools, whether it's a selenite wand or whatever you have, you know, you gotta have your intention. You can't just wave a wand around, right? It doesn't work that way. So now the traditional yogic mala is 108 beads, okay? And all the ones that I have are 108 beads, from the big, large ones to these small ones that you can wear around your neck. And they represent 108 aspects of your true self. And using it can enhance or ignite any or all of these amazing parts of you. This is doing mantra with beads is like a practice which is called sadhana, okay? And it's known in Sanskrit as japa, but sadhana means practice, just like your yoga practice. That is part of your sadhana practice, okay? So make this part of your sadhana. Whether your cooking is your yoga, whether your or your sadhana, whether your mala beads are your sadhana, whether walking in nature is your sadhana, all of these things are referred to as sadhana because it brings peace to your nervous system. It is your practice of self-love and self-care. Okay? And so malas are typically made of 18, 27, 54, and 108 beads. But that's because, you know, before they used to just be 108 beads. But now I think because more and more people wear them around their neck and wear them around their wrist and wear them all over the place, even their ring finger or whatever fingers, you know, they've become smaller. The bead size has become smaller. But, you know, why is it so powerful to meditate with the malas? Have you guys ever tried meditating with the malas? And I see Alana is here. Hello, Alana. Isha says, yes, there's 27 stars in astrology. And Isha is an amazing astrologist. So also called nakshatras, divided in 4 parts, each called padas. And that's why we chant every mantra 108 times for each pada of each nakshatra. All right, so this is where it goes very deep. Okay, the understanding of 108 and the malas, it goes very, very deep, and that's why it is so significant in your practice. It helps heal the body. It is a beautiful, beautiful way of bringing some meditation into your practice. I know so many people, so many of you who are listening also have told me that you have a hard time meditating. So this is a great way of starting your meditation practice, okay, if you really want to. And if you can't find focus, these mala beads will definitely give you something to focus on. So if you are here and you are listening and you're interested in mala beads, I do have a couple left because they do sell out fast, but I do have some, so just email me if you're interested, okay? Now, why is it powerful to meditate with them? What is the power behind it, right? Again, it keeps you focused. It keeps you on task, okay? Using a mala with genuine stones, and I only have 2 kinds of stones, which is the tulsi, which is a it's a holy basil, okay? These are holy basil seeds. And then the rudhraksha beads, okay? These are very powerful. Those are the only 2s that I will ever work with. Everything else, I will not work with stones. I do not recommend stones, okay, when you're doing a mantra. And you know, malas, the original malas are made up of rudhraksha and tulsi, okay? And mantras, you may be asking, well, what are mantras? Have you guys ever worked with mantras? And if you have, please do say yes if you've worked with mantras before, because you probably already have experienced the power of mantras. They are repetitive sounds used to penetrate the depths of your unconscious mind. That's why you use mantras. And the vibration, it adjusts to the vibration of your entire being, is what mantras do. Catherine says yes. Isha says yes. So mantras are very powerful. You know, we always say it's like affirmations, right? Affirmations are powerful. Well, so are mantras. They actually originated from the teachings and practices from ancient Vedas of India. and they're older than 1000 BCE. Their mantras are like this unique spiritual formula of sacred symbols, which were originally revealed to rishis in the deepest states of meditation, and were also drawn from the thousands of verses in the Rig Veda. And they were the earliest components of yoga. So it was the very first type of meditation that was developed and practiced. Nowadays, of course, malas are made up of wood, seeds, stones, pearls, crystals. Again, if you're interested in malas, I would use the tulsi seed or the rudhraksha seeds. Okay. Now, what kinds of things would you chant? Anybody want to share what kinds of things you guys chant using mala beads or even mantras? Isha says, yes, it is so powerful. They touch your super conscious mind. So I want you to share with me as to what kind of mantras have worked for you, because different mantras resonate with different people. Like when I was growing up, I would use 2 different mantras. I always realized I would use certain gods. I would say Om Namah Shivaya, or I would use Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, or I would use just Ram. Okay. I know many people like to use Om Mani Padme Hum. That's a very popular mantra. I'm just going to look over to see what you guys use. Isha says, also there are mantras for each chakra. Yes, there are. She says she chants seed mantras for chakra balancing. Yeah, that's a deeper topic, seed mantras. And we'll go into that at some point. But I want to get you started on simple mantras. You could even just do Om, like I used to do. I would just go with Om. And it was very easy. And if you're in a rush or you've got some kind of time constraint, that's a great one to use. Okay? But now, how do you use these, right? It's interesting how people like to use and hold the malas in different ways. So I'm just going to take this mala, all right, and I'm just going to show you. So I always start, okay, from this tip because, well, actually, you know what? I always start from here where my bottom is, because I know that when I reach back here, when I encircle around, I will come to this, and I know I've completed 108. Okay, so you can hold the mala in any hand at the bead that falls right after the guru bead. Okay, which to me, this is my guru bead. Okay, whatever comes at the end here. All right, you could even do it from here. This is the other end that you could use as your ending point. Okay, now while holding each bead between the thumb and one of the fingers, you could use it and hold it you could use it and hold it like this. Okay, and just allow these beads to rotate, because you're pulling each bead over the fingers with your thumb. See how my thumb moves the beads? And once you reach the end, and you'll know you did because you went all the way around, because I came back to this. Okay. So here's how you're going to do it. Now you could break down. See, each one is a meridian point. Okay. You stimulate meridian points that affect different parts of the brain when you're using certain fingers. So if I use the index finger to move my mala beads, this is the Jupiter finger. It's wisdom, knowledge, prosperity. The middle finger is patience, and the middle finger is used like this, okay? And it's for patience. It's the Saturn finger. The ring finger, okay, I could use it like this, and that is health, vitality, strengthen the nervous system, which I just love. So that's how you would use the ring finger. Just allow the mala beads to rotate between the ring finger and the middle finger. The middle finger is moving the beads forward, okay? The little finger, which I've never used, but I guess you could put it in the little finger, is same thing. It's the Mercury finger. This is a little difficult. I don't recommend it. It is about communication and intelligence, but it's just not comfortable. For me, the most comfortable is my middle finger. And that's maybe because I am learning patience. Who knows? Maybe that's why I resonate with the middle finger. But also the ring finger. Those are the two fingers. This is how I learned to use my mala beads. Okay, health, vitality, strengthening the nervous system. This is my middle finger. Okay, the ring finger, sorry. So index finger, really easy, easy to move. I barely use that. I use middle and ring. And so you're going to have to figure out what is easy for you when you use mala beads. And also, use what resonates with you. Know that it's a meditation that's going to help you deepen your spiritual awareness and heighten your capacity for stillness. That's what we're looking for, right? You're looking for that stillness. So different mantras that you can use. Yeah, Catherine uses the same one that I had mentioned, Om Mani Padme Hum. And hello, Christine. Good to see you here. Isha uses Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya Namaha. And that is for Lord Vishnu. So you could find all different kinds of mantras and use a mantra that resonates with you. Maybe there's a different mantra each day that you use. I mean, I used to use Jai Shri Hanuman. Okay, so I use different ones, different days. But I love, and my kids love using the mala beads as well. But I hope this helps you find the significance of 108, what that means in your life, in your spiritual practice, in your body. And also now when you see that number, you're going to know, okay, the angels are with me. I'm having some spiritual growth, that it's around me. And if you haven't invested in a mala bead and you would like one, these are infused with energy healing from me and Ananda for Life, okay, from my company. So if you would like it, please do connect with me at deepalshah@anandaforlife.com. I would love to help you out and pick your mala bead for you, or you can choose it as well. And it will be infused with beautiful healing energies for you. And so thank you so much for being here, guys. I am so excited. I love this topic of the mala beads because it is one of my favorite. And I think everybody should have one and use it, because you don't know what you're missing if you don't have one. They are just beautiful, and how it performs with the nervous system, it's like instantaneous rejuvenation and vitality and healing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you so much for being here. Please do join my podcasts on Monday. They are live, and you could even call in and ask questions. So look out on Facebook for my live podcasts that you can listen in on or watch on CTR Network Facebook group, okay? And all the information is on my website. You can even catch the podcast and replays on my website. And it's just great because all the episodes, there's about 12 episodes uploaded. So take a look and download those and share them with your friends. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you. If I could help you with anything, please do connect with me at anandaforlife.com. Thank you guys. Lots of love. Namaste.